Microphone's on.
All
All right,
right, girl.
I'm ready. Oh, Mr.
I'm ready.
Scout, you have to,
Oh.
yeah, who's you? Okay, let's call the meeting to order.
I'm going to do roll call.
There you
Dan Scow,
Present.
Melissa Wilson,
Attached here.
Rachel Stewart.
Present.
All right. We're all present. Quorum is present.
All right, so we are going to just skip a little bit because we do have a gentleman that is on a conference call. And so we're just going to go down and do that one first, if that's okay with everybody real quick, and get this rolling. All right, the Rendezvous Custom Homes, Lakeview Estates, multi-family residence, site plan for 8-plex. All right, what have we got going on with this? Mr. Jeff, are you on the phone, sir?
Yeah, so this will be a continuation of repeating what was already approved on lot 732 and lot 734. Our desire to get this done this fall is in line with being able to get the retaining wall in conjunction with the two other foundations that have been poured. So we'd like to do that all together, streamline the construction work with the excavation crew, and it will serve better to create a retaining wall.
And do we have the site plan for that?
There is a small one underneath your folder, Mo.
Oh, thank you.
And then there's a big one here.
Oh, this one. No, this is Daniel.
I don't have that. I have the Lackey and.
Yeah, from the school.
It should be Rendezvous.
I have it in
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
There's two of them.
oh goodness, I thought that was the school.
The site plan
My
and the
bad.
grading plan.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing that you can read that. We have snow storage, do we have everything? It's adorable.
Yeah, so all three of these were actually designed together at the same time. And so really it's a carbon copy of the two other ones as far as layout, parking, the utilization of the lots, because they're all effectively the same size lots as well.
And did we get the drawings for the retaining wall? we know?
So here's the deal.
Tell me.
It was a little strange because we were talking about this retaining wall, but the way they're digging it into the site, the foundation for the lower level actually serves as the main retaining wall.
Oh, okay.
So the rest of it doesn't maybe meet, I'm not going to say it doesn't. That's something we should probably look at, meet the standards of requiring a retaining wall.
So is there a change to this retaining wall from the original?
No. But Jared, are you still planning on designing a retaining wall and providing us with the documentation for that? I don't know if you could hear me now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you able to provide the plans for the retaining wall?
Yes, yep. And so the engineer was on site Thursday of last week, now that all of the existing foundations are in, which is serving as the primary retaining wall. And so we will provide to the building official the rock retaining wall section as well.
Okay.
And that's how we did approve the first two sites as well.
And forgive me, I'm not seeing, assume first level.
I got it on the big screen. Do you want me to zoom in?
Well, I'm just not seeing snow storage or anything. Am I missing
the
it?
snow storage is the shaded area.
In the gray?
That's
Okay.
my understanding. I think
Okay.
it didn't print well with this hatch here.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
correct.
you. Thank you.
It's that shaded there.
So
I had to zoom it in. Oh,
am
yeah.
I,
it
am
looked
I
bad.
to understand that we are approving a retaining wall without drawings of a retaining wall?
No,
We could approve
there-
a permit
there's a-
contingent on drawings of a retaining wall, but
Yeah.
that's a choice you guys have to make.
The retaining wall is designed into the site plan. he was originally designed to not go greater than 4-foot steps, not exceeding that. And so that's how it's originally designed. But what we had is a letter submitted that the engineer will design.
And you had put the foundations in.
Right, as required, because
Oh,
some
thought it was on.
retaining walls are shorter than what than the required greater than 4
Put your
feet
mics, too.
piece.
I know.
Okay, that's good, okay. So what you're saying is you don't think that the retaining wall is actually required, but you're doing it as a precaution? Does that sound right?
Can you hear her okay, sir?
Yeah, no, I can hear you guys great.
Okay.
The retaining walls per building code are required to be engineered if they are greater than 4 feet. When they were originally designed, and as they are currently designed, is that they are at 4 feet. That's what the engineer originally designed them at. But in an abundance of caution to satisfy the board at that point, we had our engineer write a letter that said that he will step in and submit an engineered design as needed on site.
Okay.
So same thing, he's evaluating that. He came out there on Thursday, and part of that is designing all 3 of those together. Do you follow me?
Okay.
Because all of those need to work in conjunction with each other, which is why we are submitting at this point, even though it's not necessarily the desire of the developer to start with the building immediately. I asked him if we could submit, because I think that the smartest thing for him is to get all of the retaining walls in, which includes the foundations. The foundations are serving as the primary retaining wall.
Yeah.
And there's a big design on those to hold back that dirt. And then there's the rock retaining walls that are above. And I believe that the best practice is to get all of those in and installed together at once.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. And you were to the understanding that we had received said letter from the engineer as well? Is that what I'm understanding, sir?
I know you guys received
Okay.
that letter. We discussed it when we approved.
So
Okay.
Jeremy,
And it was
just a letter
yeah.
stating that he's going to design them. We have not gotten any designs per se.
If it's
Correct.
above 4 foot?
Correct.
Okay, okay.
Is there going to be a possibility that these walls could be higher than 4 feet?
Correct, and that's where he would have to come in and design it. We would be required per code to
Right.
have a design that's greater than, when it's greater than 4 feet.
But you're not for sure if it's going to be above 4 feet just as of yet? But we're
I'm
just in case.
gonna push them to do a design, just to be transparent with you guys.
That makes sense.
Because he was out there on site, because I think that the grading will look better if we have a section that's around 5 feet. I like the way it will look. So I'm going to push for that. But I mean, we could technically pull it off without it, but I'm going to push towards having it designed.
Okay. All right. What else have we got? What other questions have we got? Dan, what are you thinking?
Well, it's, again, we're approving something without a.
And the power poles are down, Dan, so you don't even have to think about the power poles.
Again, we're approving something without a drawing.
It's not required, which is the same thing as last time. It is not required to have an engineered retaining wall because it is
Under 4
less
foot,
than 4
right.
feet.
Is that in fact the case? I mean,
It
I'm
is.
not familiar
It
with
is,
this.
yeah,
All right. But with the understanding that if it is over 4 feet, then he has basically has an engineer on retainer to make it look nice and be up to code.
Right. And that's where the building official would step in
Right.
and
Yes,
say,
sir.
hey, your wall's greater than 4 feet.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can't do that. I've got to have a stamp. So,
Yes, sir.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else have we got, folks? Has DJ looked over this at all?
I sent it to him.
Okay.
We just got this last, Tuesday? Got it on Tuesday, right, Sharon? So
Yeah.
I probably would not have accepted that quickly, but it's basically a direct replica of the other two that we have already approved, so.
Okay. So we don't know if he approves it yet, so, I mean, would it behoove us to hold off until Deej has a chance to take a look at it?
So that kind of goes back to the same conversation we've had a couple times, like, the site plan is the site plan and the construction is the construction, so that
This
is,
is part of the site plan.
Yeah.
what is?
This is part
Right,
of
but
the site.
DJ's approval is not.
No, I was just asking, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Which is exactly what you guys did on the previous approval.
Yes, sir.
You approved it upon the condition of the building official approving it,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. What do we think, Mitch?
which they are literally the exact same buildings. There's absolutely nothing that has changed on them.
Okay.
So I make a motion to approve with contingency upon building inspector approval, or building official approval.
Okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? I'm going to, just for clarification, make sure it's on the record and with the motion that as long as the wall is under 4 foot, if it's over 4 foot, naturally, everything we just said, I'm just putting it on the record, sir. If it's over 4 foot, we will get that engineer stamp plans for what that rock wall will look like. And other than that, we've got good snow storage. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Dan?
Nate?
Okay. Motion passes. All right, moving right along. Now we'll go back up to A. Thank you so much for calling in, sir.
Thank you.
You bet.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Just hit the speaker button.
Just pick it up.
Okay. All right, now we are moving on to Reynolds, Daniel. New deck or replacing a deck? Are we here?
Yeah.
Oh, come on up. Yeah, you're fine. Come on up, have a seat.
This is the contractor.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there's two contractors.
Oh. All right. What do we got going on, guys?
So basically, it's just a second floor deck that's log, and it's heavily rotted. So she's hired us to rebuild it with post and beam.
Okay. And are we doing it exactly how it was to begin with?
Yeah, the only change is the material from log to post and beam.
And are we certain that the deck is 12 foot 5 inches away from the property line? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, we found all the the benchmarks and ran string lines and took our measurements.
Okay. This is a conundrum. Dan and I were talking very heavily about this. Is this R1 or R2?
R1.
R1, okay. The challenge is that they are, the deck isn't the setback, and within its different setbacks than what we're required now. But because it's already an existing deck and it's going in exactly, they're just repairing, replacing with like, and not changing anything, keeping it exactly how it is proving a little source of contention and what needs to happen.
Okay.
Mr. Scow, you're awfully quiet over there.
Minimum setback is 15 feet.
Okay.
Anywhere in the USA where you take it down, you gotta adhere to that setback.
Okay.
So posts and piers and concrete, and I don't see a drawing of it, so it's a second story. So obviously there's concrete.
There is concrete.
I've got
So,
the plans here.
Oh, perfect.
okay, bring them over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
has DJ looked at these at all either?
I have sent them to DJ. He's not done the final, oh wait, no, he did the final approval on those. As far as the actual construction of it,
Yes, ma'am?
it looked good. He obviously did not look at the setbacks.
Okay, but did he say that, everything matched up as far as structurally sound?
Right, as far as meeting building codes, the deck itself met the building codes.
I get it.
This is a hard aspect about our town. We've all lived here, some of us have lived here longer, and a lot of stuff was done back in the day without proper permits, where it needs to be, within the setbacks, and everything along those lines. So this proves problematic because it doesn't meet current plans.
Sure.
Well, we did bring up the other day about, not a variance, but,
Special use?
no, it's not special use. It was something that we talked to Brett about, was
Existing
Not a-
non-conforming.
Oh.
a non-conforming piece.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna end up,
Increasing the non-conforming.
all right.
correct.
I just hate.
Because it's not your fault that it was non-conforming. It's not
Right.
his fault.
No.
It's not her fault. You know, it's nobody's, it's
Fault it
just
was
back in
built.
the day, but, you know, legally, we have to kind of keep it in an area of,
That brings up a really good point that we were not talking about, because code does say, if you start changing things, you have to come up to code.
Yeah,
But our code also says an existing non-conforming structure can be modified within a certain percentage.
yeah.
So
And that
that's
doesn't-
almost a little conflicting.
Well, but they're not changing anything. It's not like they're making the deck wider, longer, whatever. They're fixing it exactly how it was to begin with. And I don't see anything wrong with somebody trying to repair their house to make their deck look nice because it's 20 years old or whatever.
I understand that, but in the real world, in the construction world, and the planning, and the architectural world, if it comes down and it's non-conforming, it stays down until you can prove you fixed the non-conforming portion. So,
I just hate to have,
unfortunately, we need to push for trying to get some non-conforming rule that we can follow that says, yeah, we'll follow this rule. But
oh, it's page 54.
I don't know, I was looking for
Those
non,
are the
look,
existing non-conforming.
Oh, pardon me.
pardon?
And
here it is, it
Okay.
is labeled wrong.
What
It's
page is it?
86.
So, yeah, 86.
86, sorry. Okay.
And so, I mean, I get what they're doing. I understand it, you know? It's holding up a roof. The roof, and whenever it was put in, was, what year was this house built?
I think 90, 92 maybe.
Yeah, I
something.
feel like I was 96 when I looked it up, but it's been a while. It's not new by any.
So, it's another one of those, I understand what they're trying to do. If you two are really okay with it, I'll go along with it because it's an existing structure, but we, as a group, need to tell the council, we need one of these ordinances, or we gotta do this with the land use development code. Because if they keep coming,
It's definitely conflicting.
it's gonna be conflicting all the time. So,
Got a quick question.
please,
So what if the deck burned down? Would there be the same discussion?
pardon?
If the deck burned down, if there was a fire, like if my house burned
Correct.
down, because it's not conforming,
Correct.
I'd be entitled to rebuild it as it was, right? So what's the difference between raw and,
Actually, you're not. You are gonna, if it comes down, you have to then submit it and put it into the legal space. If it burned down,
well, I use the foundation, and, you know, you guys are doing new footings.
Yeah, but they're
They're
exactly
already
in the same location, it's just all extremely weathered.
I'm just trying to think of
Yeah, I mean, there's,
be comparable to
Correct.
Yeah.
lots.
yeah, section 3301C says that, you know, if there was the event of a catastrophic loss, any reconstruction could be the same size, but it has to come into compliance with the code.
That's right.
So, yeah.
So it would be the same discussion. but it wasn't a complete loss, so that doesn't come into play, which then comes back to the conflicting.
It's still standing, right?
Right.
It's still standing.
Yeah.
You're gonna
But is
tear
it safe?
down.
I don't know. Is it safe? That's the difference. That's the question.
It's
I don't-
just, I think it's further discussion for us.
Right.
You know, I'll make a motion to approve this. Hold on, I'll get it. MC 0825-002 deck repair.
Second.
I have a motion, it's been seconded. Any further discussion? I'm just gonna lay this out as well for the record as well. You know, as long as it is exactly how it was, it's set up as exactly how it was, and there's not any changes to it, there's no problems. But if anything, if change of plans of any sorts, then you're gonna have to come back and we'll have to have another conversation.
And I know you wouldn't do that.
It just, it's,
No.
we're really trying to, yeah,
Thank you.
this is a little bit of a challenge, so. Okay, we have a motion, I have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good to go. Thanks, gentlemen. All right, number B, Kate. Okay, I'm not trying that.
Lackey.
Oh, the H is silent. Fancy,
Did
fancy.
you play hockey?
I did not.
That's his fiance's name.
That's
She played hockey, though. All right, so how was our site plan on this? I glanced at this yesterday.
It looked pretty decent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
I thought
complete.
you did.
Numbers kind of tell you where to go.
I have the big ones over here if you guys want them. I just printed small ones as well.
Snow storage,
Should be listed on there.
it's on a,
I don't know which one it's on. I don't know if it's on the first or the second.
It's on
page.
the first one, I believe.
First.
which lot is this?
9.
Oh,
Snow storage is listed right there.
and how's your approval
Right,
with the
it's a-
homeowners association?
Oh,
Good, we have that
That's a
approved,
two.
and I think Gina has the ARC approval from the homeowners.
Oh, for the homeowners association, yes,
Yeah.
I've got that.
Just got through that.
I've got those, yeah.
Oh, there's the two. Okay, thank you.
Cool,
Yeah.
Is that enough snow storage?
good.
It looks really small for the amount of snow we get here.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
And we're set back.
So it's 20%
17.
of the actual parking
It
space.
is? Okay.
That we
Just
we
looks
had
really
that-
small and drawn.
Right, we had that discussion before, so, it does seem small,
Bit of
but I think
maths.
it meets it, yeah.
As long as it maths, I'm good with that. 17, 15.
Are you gonna use gas?
Yeah, so we'll go to the line. 'Cause they don't do-
So over there, they have
Oh, got
some
it.
underground tanks, correct? And then they all tie into those. So it's different than other areas of town?
Yeah, I called,
I understand
they said
correctly.
we connect to their line, and that's how they kind of go about it. So
And then
it's
the-
no underground tanks, actually, I think it's just line.
So then the gas company is the one that actually does that inspection?
Yeah, so I'd get the
Correct.
meter and everything from, I think it's Fall River.
Yep,
That is correct.
yeah.
What's it look like? You got some plans?
Yeah, I think they
There's
were,
a-
they were
There's
part
a
of the,
giant set over here.
they're part of the larger.
I know that I'm not supposed to look at it, but I'd like to look.
They're under the site plan there.
He has a vested interest here in his neighborhood.
They're in his hood.
Keep the job site clean.
Try to get on the ARC,
What's that?
see if you can get on the ARC.
Oh, no, they don't.
Architectural Review Committee.
It's not, they didn't have much to say.
Good.
Yeah.
That's always good, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes no news is the best news.
yeah, we were expecting stuff.
Good.
Ouch.
All
I
right.
think it looks good.
Okay. I have no problems with it either.
I'll make a
Alright.
motion to approve the Hladky Cox residence, R109250001.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving right along. Perfect, thanks, man. Welcome to the neighborhood.
So once the approval, do we have to wait for the building?
I have to wait for the building official's approval as well, and then we can issue the permit.
So once that comes over, I can begin.
Yes,
Okay.
and I will let you know.
All right. No pressure. Worse than a mother-in-law. Oh, no pressure.
I didn't say nothing. It was.
All right, speaking of schools, it looks like
You guys
you're
are
up.
All right. Some numbers from the foundation here this
Hey,
evening.
turn that around for Brett.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
boss.
Thank you, Brett. I know.
Come up
I
if
just,
you want.
Yeah.
I can get you, I could get you your own microphone.
So.
Oh, we
got
even
one
brought
more thing.
backup.
He's got a lot of backup.
A backup
today.
here.
So, this is essentially the same plan that we
Everything we
reviewed as a
talked about last
discussion
time.
item a few weeks ago. Okay? But we've developed it with Sunrise and electrical engineer. I submitted the site plan, but I have a copy of the stamped civil and stamped site electrical drawings if you want
Okay.
to see them. Those are gonna be submitted probably tomorrow. And I guess one change to note would be, we added the ground cover areas. We noticed, is it section 4, development standards, you have is that a new rule for 5% of parking areas to have ground cover?
Correct. It
I don't know if
came
it's
in
new.
the last,
Yeah.
Was it last year?
it came in the
Yeah.
last round.
I'd say newer to me, because I haven't done that one yet. So anyway, it's in there. So that's 5% of parking area. I believe that's the number, It's whatever the number reads in the land use code. And then we have plenty of snow storage. We're primarily showing it on the west. There's also room on the east. We're just, since we have room on the west, that's our detention area as well, in the civil drawings.
So you're talking, I'm just putting it up here, this is the
Oh,
west, the main
correct.
snow storage. You were talking how you had extra snow storage here and here if necessary, but you probably don't need it?
Yeah, so we.
And then on the other side of the
solved it with
parking lot.
this
Oh, okay.
area and that area, that includes the entire drive up to the lot lines. We might include that a little bit too, but the point is we have additional capacity if needed.
Is that gonna be a settling a pond, or where does the water, where are we migrating the water to? We're not dumping it over the
The
edge.
drainage is coming into here, correct, Brett?
A lot of it is. I think we're gonna crown, we are grading, there's gonna be some cut and fill.
Okay.
And so some of it will go off to the sides, and I think a significant portion will go off to that area.
Okay.
But it's all been calked out here. So these are the, and these are done. So,
I apologize, I do not have those digital yet.
that's okay. Site plan, grading and drainage. So we're gonna have a lower area here and then here and there. And that's gonna take care of most of it. He might be picking up a little bit over, he's got a swale here, but it's all been reviewed by Addison at Sunrise.
So it's just the migration.
Yep, and you can see the crown
Yeah.
there.
That's great.
Sweet, looks good.
Looks good.
And
Good
then-
job.
And then we'll probably look at this one again, but just letting you know that we've done it. Because I don't know how many of these have been done before in the town. This is our photometric plan.
Oh, look at you go.
So it just demonstrates that we're not bleeding off the lot and we're providing safe lighting
Nice,
from end to end.
nice.
That's good.
Well done.
Yeah,
And those, I measured the library fixtures, and we're just matching the height of those, because I noticed in the land use code, it said something about, is it lumens and height?
Yeah.
Do we not have a max height?
That we could not find a max height.
Okay, well, we probably should have one. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
It
suggest
just based
that,
on
you know?
lumens at this point,
Um,
which is kind of not
Yeah.
great.
Well, that's all we were really concerned with to begin with, to be honest with you, is how bright all the
I,
lights
I
are.
mean, but I do think there's a case to be made for the fact that even with the lumens at a certain height, they become intrusive on other properties. So I think it's something we should look at.
Yes,
I don't know
remember.
what we did over at the extended stay. But
I don't
think
either.
those- I don't think those are 40 feet.
I'd have to
Yeah,
look at them. No, I think,
those lights are something.
yeah. What is your expected height?
I think it's around 18. I think when I measured the
Okay.
library lights, the concrete
Here.
pier, yeah, it was about 3 feet, and then the pole
15.
appeared to be 15 or so.
That makes sense.
But anyway, when we were reading that, we were just like, oh, so you could do a much taller fixture, but then that would, wait till it's installed and you get some pushback. So we're keeping these down to match the area.
Okay. Perfect, that works, looks good.
Oh, I do want
Sir,
to
ma'am,
say
sorry.
one thing. This entire site plan is based upon the finalization of the replat of this lot.
Isn't it on the thing?
It's not, because you guys don't really need to look at the replat. So I just want to say that I think if anything is approved as far as the site plan, it needs to be kind of contingent on the finalization of the replat. Because none of this works if the replat doesn't go through, right?
Yep.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve lot number 15 of the Apple West Trust Edition, special
I
use.
like that.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
You're not putting in the
I'm-
contingency?
Oh, yeah, I was working on that.
Okay.
But we do have the contingency with this, motion for the replat to be accepted with the town. As long as the replat's accepted, we're ready to rock and roll.
Oh, that's right, we didn't
I
do
think
that, we didn't do
need to
that last. that's
As
right.
the motion,
Yes, ma'am?
just to make it official.
Do we need to, can I get somebody to remake said motion?
I'll withdraw my motion,
Okay, so,
and let's hit it one more time.
okay,
I move to approve lot number 15 of the Alpine West Trust Edition with the acceptance that we will be getting a replat with the town.
the approval of the replat.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion?
Because you're driving the bus on the replat, when are you guys gonna vote on that?
So that is.
No
Gina,
pressure.
you would know.
16th?
The 16th,
Next
we
week.
are having the,
Special.
that's the special hearing
yeah.
for the replat. Potentially the special hearing for the SGP as well, kind of pending, making sure we've got the documentation, but
Okay.
I was going to connect with you guys tomorrow to talk a little bit more about that. I don't want to drag it down here, so.
Okay,
Potentially they're going in the same time, depending, they may be a week or meeting behind, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Okay.
well, I will submit tomorrow,
Those ones, yeah.
everything
Okay.
that we have.
okay. So I have a motion, I have a second. Are we good with said motion, Miss Gina?
I'm good with said motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Good to go.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
later.
guys, appreciate it.
See ya.
All
Those
right,
are the town copies.
table plans.
Keep these?
Yes,
Table
please.
plans? Table plans. Table plans.
We got tabled
We
items.
have some tabled items. Miss Gina, do we have any tabled
Not
items?
as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
No.
Unfinished ongoing business? No? Planning and zoning correspondence? Nay? Discussion items?
Well, I see here that we have a design review plan checklist.
Oh, yes, I saw that in the
So
packet.
we had brought that up a couple
talked
times,
about it.
Yeah,
and
we-
we've never really discussed it. And I did not put it on the agenda, so we definitely do not have to discuss that this evening. I know.
This is just what we were talking about adding to it.
And I feel like right now it's kind of a working document. I don't think that this is a final version by any means. I'm just trying to make it to where it's easier for you guys to look at these plans and check off what meets code and what doesn't.
Yeah, I think.
Are
that's
these,
really helpful.
all these pages are the same?
Yes.
100%.
Okay.
Because I was hoping you guys would
It's
like
just
look
I
at them and
wanna-
check off the
I
other
didn't want to
plans.
start having to read them all, trying to
they're all
find
the
the
same.
problem.
Yeah, no, and I want to get to a place where this is an aid for everybody that makes this system easier. Definitely, I'm not trying to do it as more work, but it's, yeah.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with that? So this is definitely up for discussion. It's not a finalized version by any sense, and it's not like law you have to do it. This is a procedural
No, I think it's a great
kind
idea.
of process.
Can we walk down it? Here, it says, scale indicated.
Right, like what the scale is on the site plan.
Correct, so that means that it's gotta be drawn.
It's got to be drafted to
It's gotta be
scale.
drafted to
Yeah.
scale, right?
Correct,
Which I think is pretty basic expectation.
right? Even though tonight we had something that
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, but
So the thought process with this is I'm going to start implementing cutoff times, and I know Christine had them, it just, in the transitional period, it got a little lost. But I want to start implementing some cutoff times to where it's like they have to have these things into me, it's like almost 2.5 weeks before, right?
Yeah.
So then I can catch mistakes before it's
Makes
sent
it easier, that way you.
to
yeah.
you, and then you guys can use this and catch things, and then the building official can catch things. So by the time they get to the planning and zoning meeting, all of these things should be corrected.
Yeah, no, that
That's
makes sense.
the thought process, especially since we've gone to one meeting a month. I think we need to do what we can to help them make sure they're going to get a yes,
Yeah, I
right?
gotcha. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, we can definitely review this whenever, however. If you guys wanted to review it independently and we can bring it back to the board, the table for the next meeting and actually have it as a discussion item, I think that would probably be the best way to handle that.
Okay,
yeah, I mean,
I know Rachel and I've talked about it a little bit before, so.
yeah, I say this looks good to me. I'm happy to discuss.
I don't, location of existing structure. Do we have something locating sewer and water?
I think on the back it says utilities.
Yeah, I think the site
Thank you.
plan part of that should encompass that, but I can definitely like make it
I'm
more
just
specific.
wondering if it's just verbiage, it's like
Yeah.
verbiage.
Make it more specific that the
Yeah,
site.
it's not
I think,
like,
I think what we need to do is define what the site plan is supposed to include, which is that,
a good
right?
definition of a site
A
plan.
definition of the site plan, yeah.
don't we, isn't there, I think
I thought we did put one in
I
there.
think we did put one.
There
in.
is, and I have on the checklist for the application process with them, I've made a clearer definition of the site plan. I did not update this since then, so that's probably why it's not as clear on the checklist here.
An illustration or construction document submitted with the application for a permit depicting a proposed land use which shall be prepared to a defined map scale, identifies general location of the project site, project development, site boundaries, showing sizes and locations of new construction and/or existing structures, utilities, snow storage, proposed vehicular access to project development site, as well as identifies, locates the proposed land uses.
Yeah, it's pretty thorough. It's a pretty
I think
thorough
so, yeah.
definition.
So the design review plan checklist, we're R2 and above?
Okay, so the design review checklist is different than this. This is specifically for site plan, right? But yes, the design review checklist is R2 and above.
Okay.
And I think, like, you guys tell me, do you think there's some value in having a different one of these for commercial, multifamily, residential, or is it pretty universal?
Well, and the reason why, when I'm always reading it, the whole traffic, it's like the in and out access. I know what says it in there and in here, but should we have it on here? Where's your traffic study?
Well, so R1 doesn't need the traffic study, right? R2 R2 doesn't really even need the traffic study.
But it depends on what they're building on R2, if it's
Right.
a homeowner's, good lord.
So maybe we put it on there, if
Apartment
necessary, do
complex
you
or
have the
something.
traffic?
Multifamily.
Yeah, we could put it as an as applicable kind of situation.
I like that.
Yes, I mean, you could have a lot of these be like, these are all encompassing, every plan we see has to have them,
And then there's applicable ones.
right, and then there's like, if you're in, you know, this zone or whatever.
Right, so
then-
one checklist that is multifaceted.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I like that. I'd rather have one that covers all the bases than have three that I have to locate and find
Yeah.
and forward. Because you could just put NA, not
well, and then
applicable.
because people, yeah, I think, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, this is supposed to just make this process way smoother for everybody, so.
And to be honest with you, you have to start somewhere. It's gonna be
Yeah.
evasive, it's gonna be a pain in the butt until you get the motion on
Have it,
how it
yeah.
has to be.
Well, and I think once we start using these and we start going through them, we're gonna catch things that say, well, we really need to add this, or this is redundant, we don't need it. Until you start using them and implicating, like, the implications come out and you're like, oh, okay, like, this doesn't make sense, or this does.
Well, if you were building a 120 apartment room complex,
Very different than
you know, it's
three-bedroom
like you have to be thinking about how you're gonna move 100 or basically 240
Right, cars
vehicle
in and
runs,
out.
you know, it's double.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And maybe we get to the point where it doesn't make sense that we have one checklist, maybe R1 has one, and then other things have something else, so but like Mo said, this is a place to
I
start.
mean, I
Yeah, you don't
could
want
see
efficient
an
start.
R1 checklist and then R2 and above
Above,
checklist.
yeah, that actually
I
does
could
make
probably
sense,
see
yeah. Because, I mean, those are just a whole different beast, and when I was talking about developing the cutoff, I'm trying with single-family residences, it's the 15th before the meeting, but with commercial, it's the 1st before the meeting, so we have that extra weeks to look at it, because they're complicated, super complicated, and each is different. It's not the same cookie cutter thing that happens with each one, whereas with a home, it's pretty standard, so.
Makes
If it
sense.
was the same individual taking in the plans, doing the plan review, doing the inspections,
Right, maybe,
it would be a little bit different.
right.
But we don't have that, so, you know, there's a lot of pieces and parts in it. I think that the push for permits, yeah, it's fall, it's September, I get it. But at the same time, I don't want to see you get caught in a place where you have to do something and you kind of, I don't know if I should really do this.
Yeah, go with your guns.
Yeah, I'm trying to get past that. I'm trying to make some policies and procedures and, flows, checklists that make it to where I don't have that. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's the goal.
That works, yes, ma'am.
All right,
All right, moving along.
can we talk about, every permitted building has to have a dumpster? We
Back
were-
to the old trash thing, man.
Well, because when I brought it to Jim, he said, no, that needs to be an ordinance, to be a town ordinance, but we should be bringing something to them saying, we'd like to see an
Okay.
ordinance.
I do not disagree, and I think that that is going to be part of the land use development changes that we're doing as like the bigger. I
Correct.
want to get them, the ones that are urgent, done quickly. I do.
That's an
Yeah.
urgent one.
And I will say in all fairness, I don't disagree, but that being said, like you just said, fall kind of slows down, so we're probably not gonna have a lot of new permits that happen in the winter, but with that, it's on my list, and I'm trying, my goal will be that we have our first reading of this around November with all these updates.
But it's not part of the land use development code.
But that's what I'm saying, we'll add it. We'll
Correct.
add it in as part of the.
But if they can get the ordinance in, then everybody's got to follow it.
And by ordinance, you mean adding it to
A
the land
town,
use
it's a
development code?
town, it's a
Oh, he
town.
wants to do it separate.
He wants a separate town ordinance for trash.
Okay, all right.
So anything that has a building permit assigned has to have a trash
Okay.
receptacle or trash bin.
So you're
on
talking,
it.
this is a whole different, like, animal that we're dealing with here. It's a
Yeah, it
separate-
is a whole
okay,
different,
okay.
I know where you're coming from, and I understand. But I don't think everybody who has a building permit should have to get a dumpster.
Well, it's required in every other city in the United
But
States of
let me-
America.
Dan, I understand that, let me finish. If I'm gonna do a small remodel in my kitchen and I get a building permit, I don't need a damn trash can, I got a small kitchen. I'm not gonna pay for a dumpster to be at my house, you know what I mean?
Well,
I think
do you
it's
have a
gotta be
trash
within reason.
receptacle?
Yes,
Great.
but I think it has to be within reason, you know
It's,
what I mean?
that is within reason, Mo. Everybody does it.
Everybody has a trash
It's
can, but the way
every
that,
contractor who does a construction project
right,
has a dumpster.
right,
And the ones that are getting away with it are the people who aren't contractors, who are building their own homes, that cause the biggest mess.
okay.
Where every community is going out to pick up somebody else's trash.
Well, I mean, we're always picking up somebody else's trash, even
But
if
we
there's
don't need
no
to be picking up
construction.
construction trash, so it is part of the method of, Jim just said, it should be a town ordinance. If you get a permit, you have to have a trash receptacle.
No, I think that's a discussion that should definitely be had, and, I think both of your views should be taken into account, and
Yeah, I mean, I see
Town
where you're
council
coming-
has
I
to
know
settle
what you're
on it,
talking
like-
about, and I get it.
unfortunately, if it goes through that ordinance process and not the LUDC, then it becomes the town council that just gets
Correct.
to make that call.
We're just
We're just making a recommendation.
We're making a recommendation that,
So we could talk about what the recommendation is, maybe add that to the agenda as well, and say, hey, let's make recommendations of what it should be, and then we can send it over.
And, okay, I would be more inclined to get on board with that if it was new construction. That I can get on board with, because that makes sense to me. Having a new construction absolutely makes it makes sense
so
to
if I
have
do a
dumpster.
5,000 square foot remodel, I don't need to have one?
But Dan, if I do a 200 square foot remodel, I've gotta have one?
Yeah.
You see how it's not
See,
fair?
where does your sheet rock and your insulation go?
I take it all to the dump because I'm a responsible homeowner.
Correct. But that's you.
I know.
That's you.
But most people are. There
No,
are some, there
they're
are some
not.
butt heads that are not. And
They
I
don't
get
make it, they don't make it easy
Why
for
do we
us.
have to punish the mass for one dude? It
It's
just
not
sucks.
one dude.
It just sucks.
It's all over the place. And it's our responsibility to create the,
No,
you know.
it's people's responsibility to be responsible people.
Yeah, but
I-
they're-
you-
but
I'm-
they're not.
I'm on your, I understand. I get
They're
where
not.
you guys are coming from and just,
So, I'm just saying,
There's a pain in the
if we,
potatoes.
if we just give it to them as a recommendation, it's on their beef, but the you know,
Right.
the longer we let it wait, the more permits go
So
through.
here's just I'm just throwing something out here, like, if there's a threshold for, say it's 500 square feet above, construction has to have them, and the other ones don't, there's definitely, I think, a mechanism to add to those that says, you don't have to have a trash receptacle, but if there's any trash issues, then you're subjected to X, Y, Z. So that's actually accommodating both of you guys.
I'd say a trash can is reasonable expectation,
Well, but
A
if
trash
it's too much
can,
for the trash
yes.
can and it goes everywhere, then you're still in trouble.
right? So,
Right.
along with that, here is your fine for not having your construction debris managed.
don't we already have a?
And here's the thing, I don't even
ordinance
think it's
for
construction
trash?
debris. If you say you're doing a project and you have to have this, under this, it has to have this. But if there's anybody that has trash around, whether you're doing a construction project or not, it's enforceable by this. So that
Well,
solves all of the
No,
problems.
it's
thought
not
we had the
enforced now
trash.
at all,
But
because
that's why we need the ordinance.
that's why we need the
That's
ordinance.
why we need the ordinance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's-
like what I'm saying is I'm trying to accommodate all of those tiers without being so stringent with the ones that are doing a minor remodel.
Sure, because a small trash can, I mean, if you're doing 200 square feet, you can put it in your trash can.
Yeah, you can
But
take
if
care
you,
of it.
you know, but trash receptacle for this size, then you're gonna get a dumpster, and then there's no turning back. And here, you know, here's the penalty for not following.
No, I think there's a
Really
mechanism
thought
to
there
save
was
all that.
something in our LUDC that said something about trashiness.
There is, but Dan and I looked at it and it is not,
It's not. Yeah.
it's not good,
It
it's
was
not
like we
clear,
talked
let's put it
about
that way.
We talked about it, and we never went back to it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, no, and I think that's what we should do, is we should definitely, like, think on it, come back as an agenda item and make a recommendation. I think that's what we should do.
I just hate to just it just really sucks that we have to punish the mass because people are buttheads.
See, but that's what I'm trying to make.
I know.
everything
Oh, no,
don't.
I
I'm trying to make it so
understand.
we don't.
We're all I get it. I
Think
understand.
outside the box and like
I
say,
get it.
how can
And
we
you
write
know what?
this
It's
where it
if you look, You know, the guys who've been doing this, do it for profession. You know, they have one or two dumpsters to do all their stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's the one or two or three or four people who
It's always the
just
squeaky
pile
wheel.
it all up.
Right, it's always the squeaky wheel.
And it's usually the people who aren't in the profession and they're doing it on their own.
I've done crap on my own, I didn't do that
I
crap.
get it. I don't see your Nash tipped upside down in the
Oh,
front porch.
No, not yet. The
So,
brakes work, so I don't have
Right.
to.
so, I mean,
I get it.
it just, I think
And
that
I'm
we're
sorry
doing
it's a source of
everybody, so
contention within
we
this
are here to
subdivision.
help all the people in Alpine. And I would bet that all the people in Alpine saw that all construction projects needed to have some type of a trash containment system. Great. It could be a trailer for crying out loud.
Isn't there something in y'all's homeowners association? Like, wouldn't that be a
No.
better, great thing to put in your
No,
homeowners
it's,
association?
no, it's not in there. And it's not in there because there's no ordinance from the town that says that anybody has to pick up their trash.
Okay.
Anyway, that was
I
my-
think this is a valuable discussion. I do think this is, I don't know if you guys remember when I said, hey, if there's something we want to discuss, we need to put it on the agenda so people were prepared for that discussion.
Yeah.
So I do think it needs to like be pushed to a
I'm
actual.
sorry your girlfriend was a little upset with me about that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I get it. I know what
because
you guys are-
think
I know
this
what
is
you
a
guys
very
are dealing
valuable
with.
discussion,
I
but
do
we need
too.
to-
I mean,
Just-
unfortunately, most people don't get to see what Alpine Meadows has to go through. Nobody gets to see it. You know, I mean, when the wind comes and it all picks up
Oh,
off of
yeah.
one site and goes from here all the way to Brolams,
Yeah.
and we're all picking,
Yeah.
what the, really? So, you know, you'd be brought to the town in handcuffs in the county up north. And you would never be allowed to build again, and they would take your children in your house and say,
Oh, come on, Dad.
All right,
Okay,
moving along.
Right. Okay, so I've got,
Any other
got two
discussion
things
items?
for the agenda next time that we will add on.
Yep. The approval of minutes?
did we have everything that we wanted to talk about? I mean, we are 5 to 8.
Do we have another discussion item?
Heaven
Anyone?
forbid we get out of here before 8.
We want to
did
get out of
just
here
barely-
before 8 o'clock.
I just barely got home last night, so,
All right. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
okay, for both.
Well, let's do them separately.
Okay,
We
good.
need to probably do it separately.
Oh, okay.
Because we never did last time approve the
All right.
minutes for the work session. That's why I've got them on.
Thank you. I'll take back my motion, and I'll restate it this way. I move to approve the minutes for August 12th, 2005.
2025.
What did I say?
2005?
Living in the past.
Second.
I have a motion. Do we have any further discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Entertain a motion for number B?
Make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for July 31st, 2025 work session.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
No.
No, you're
I
not.
mean, oh, yes, I'm sorry. I was still on, do we have any
All
discussion?
in favor?
Yes,
Okay,
aye,
aye.
aye.
All right, moving on. Town council assignment, that's for next week?
Yes.
Well, we're all three gonna be there, so.
Yeah.
Rochambeau?
Yeah, who wants to talk?
It,
I feel like I'm probably getting called to table at least once in that as well, but,
Or-
I can do it.
Yeah.
if you want.
So is that a work session with us sitting at the table, or are we?
no, so
they're
this
here-
is going to be the special hearing at 6 for the two different things potentially. I don't know if that
Oh,
makes sense.
for this,
The
yeah.
replat for sure, we're going to have it.
All right,
They still are supposed to be getting me some items for the SUP. But we can always take that and postpone it to a different meeting if they don't have their complete documents. And then after that, directly going to the town council one where they do their hearing for those two items as well.
Okay.
got it.
All right. Number 9.
Do we have to?
Yes.
God, I just love it
You're
here.
gonna have to go buy, you're gonna have to go buy your girlfriend some flowers.
Maybe you have to, Mo.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Meeting is adjourned.
Look at that.
I just really thought.
Okay, let me end my screen.
Oh, I didn't think we were having that.